The system fails in 48 hours. A 12-page document slides across a glass table. No one moves. Ryan Blake sits back, composed, already in control. "This is a standard process," he says. "Performance improvement plan. 90 days, clear targets, full support from leadership." Ethan Cole does not touch it. The pages are dense, structured. Metrics ignore architecture. Deadlines ignore reality. Ethan reads the first line. "Underperformance in cross-functional execution." No reaction. Core Engine X runs beneath everything. Routing, prediction, allocation. Ryan taps the table. Light, precise. "You have talent," Ryan says, "but you do not operate at a leadership level. That is the concern." Ethan looks up. "Which concern?" Ryan holds the smile. "Executive concern." Ryan slides another page forward. Signature line. Compliance language. Final. "We built this as a team," Ryan says. "The company owns the output. That includes your tool." Ethan stays silent. Behind the glass, screens flicker. Data moves. Ryan follows his gaze. "You will document everything," Ryan says. "Full knowledge transfer. We cannot rely on a single point." Ethan does not move. "Define failure." Ryan's jaw tightens. "You, not the system." A pause. Ryan leans forward. "You are replaceable." Then the line. "The tool stays. You do not." The room holds still. Ethan looks down. Metrics. Deadlines. Not achievable. He picks up the pen. Ryan watches closely, waiting for resistance. There is none. Ethan signs. One motion. No hesitation. Ryan exhales. Control secured. "Good," Ryan says. "We begin transition today." Ethan sets the pen down. "Transfer what?" Ryan frowns. "The system. Your components. Your logic." Ethan stands. "There is nothing to transfer." Ryan blinks. "Everything is in the repository." Ethan turns toward the door. His badge still works. For now. Ryan speaks again. "The industry is small." Ethan pauses. "Systems are smaller." He walks out. The hallway is bright. Too bright. The elevator opens. Closes. Ground floor. Seattle rain traces thin lines across the glass. Ethan steps outside. No umbrella. Across the street, he stops. Looks up at the building. The system still runs. Stable. For now. Inside, they believe they have control. Ownership. Understanding. Ethan turns away. 48 hours have already started. Green dashboards glow across the operations floor. Everything looks normal. Nothing feels right. Rows of monitors show stable metrics. Latency within range. Throughput steady. No alerts. Ryan Blake walks past the screens, hands in his pockets, measured, in control. "Status," he says. A senior engineer turns. "All systems operational, no critical issues." Ryan nods once. Expected. He stops at the central display. Core Engine X drives the entire pipeline. Invisible. Untouched. He studies the metrics. Something small. A delay. Milliseconds. Barely visible. He points. "That spike." The engineer hesitates. "It is within tolerance." Ryan holds his gaze. "Why is it there?" The engineer looks back at the screen. "We are still mapping some internal dependencies." Ryan's expression tightens. "Then map them faster." He moves on. Another screen. Another feed. The system adapts in real time. Rebalancing. Routing traffic. Correcting itself. Ryan crosses his arms. "Push the update." The engineer looks uncertain. "We have not completed the full dependency trace." Ryan does not look at him. "Push it." The update deploys. No errors, no warnings. The dashboard remains green. But the delay shifts. From one node to another. Subtle. Unstable. Ryan watches. Why did it move? The engineer swallows. We are seeing dynamic redistribution. Ryan's jaw sets. Explain it. Silence. No one answers. The system continues, adjusting, reacting, without instruction. Ryan turns to another engineer. You reviewed the architecture. Yes? Then walk me through it. The engineer hesitates. The documentation does not cover all pathways. Ryan steps closer. Then find them. The engineer looks back at the code. It behaves like there are conditional layers we cannot fully trace. Ryan's voice drops. That is not acceptable. The system shifts again. Another delay, another redistribution. No error logs, no failure flags, just movement. Ryan looks back at the main display. Lock the configuration. The engineer types quickly, attempts to stabilize the routing. The system resists, not visibly, but the pattern changes again. Ryan watches in silence, his reflection sharp in the screen. You said everything was in the repository. The engineer nods, uncertain. Yes. Ryan studies the data, numbers moving, patterns forming, then disappearing. Then why does it not behave like code? No answer. Ryan steps back. The room feels different now, still quiet, but heavier. He looks at the dashboard again. Still green, still stable, on the surface. Beneath it, something shifts. Unseen, uncontrolled. Ryan straightens. Keep it running. The engineer hesitates. Should we roll back? Ryan cuts him off. No. We move forward. He turns and walks away. Behind him, the system continues, adapting, rebalancing, drifting. No alarms, no failure, just a pattern no one understands, and no one can stop. An email marked High Priority lands at the top of the inbox. Subject line in red. Client Escalation. Maya Chen reads it once, then again. She does not scroll. She studies the timestamps. Delays reported across multiple regions. No outage, no crash, just inconsistency. She opens the analytics dashboard, pulls system logs, filters by time. Patterns begin to appear. Small deviations, moving targets, never the same place twice. She narrows her eyes, opens another report. Customer complaints, same tone. Intermittent latency, unpredictable routing, non-reproducible delays. Maya leans back. Still. She maps the data points, side by side. There is no central failure, no single node, no clear trigger. Only drift. She stands, walks toward the operations floor. Screens still glow green. Engineers still working. Ryan Blake stands near the central display, arms crossed, watching. Maya stops beside him. Clients are escalating. Ryan does not look at her. Within tolerance. Maya watches the dashboard. Not from their side. Ryan shifts slightly. We are within service level agreement. Maya opens the report on her tablet, places it in front of him. Response times vary without pattern. Ryan glances down. Brief. Variation happens. Maya stays still. This is not variation. Ryan exhales, controlled. What do you suggest? Maya taps the screen. These delays move. Ryan looks again. They redistribute. Maya nods once. No fixed source. Ryan straightens. That means the system adapts. Maya does not react. It means we do not understand it. The engineers nearby keep working, keyboards clicking, screens updating. Ryan turns back to the display. We documented everything. Maya watches the data shift again. A delay appears, then disappears. Another node, another change. No, she says quietly. We documented what we could see. Ryan's jaw tightens. You were suggesting gaps. Maya meets his eyes. I am stating them. Ryan looks away first. He gestures toward the team. Run deeper diagnostics. An engineer nods, starts pulling deeper logs. Minutes pass. More data. Same result. No root cause. Only movement. The engineer turns. We cannot isolate it. Ryan's voice sharpens. Then expand the scope. We already did. Ryan steps closer. Then explain it. The engineer hesitates. It behaves like it anticipates load shifts. Ryan frowns. That is expected. The engineer shakes his head. It reacts before the input changes. Maya watches Ryan. He does not speak. The system shifts again. Another delay. Another redistribution. No error. No alert. Maya looks back at her tablet, cross-references timestamps, aligns them with deployment history. One point stands out. Everything changed after one event. She taps the screen. 48 hours. Ryan turns. What about it? Maya does not look up. That is when the pattern starts. Ryan's expression hardens. Coincidence? Maya lifts her eyes. No. Correlation? The room feels tighter. Ryan glances at the dashboard again. Still green, still stable, on the surface. He folds his arms. Then we stabilize it. Maya watches the system shift again. You cannot stabilize what you do not understand. Ryan does not respond. He looks at the numbers, at the movement, at the silence between changes, then back at the team. Keep it contained. The engineer hesitates. It is not contained. Ryan's voice lowers. It will be. Maya studies him, then the screen, then the data. The pattern continues, shifting, adapting, untraceable. And for the first time, the question is no longer technical. It is structural. Who built this? And why does it behave like it knows? A countdown clock fills the wall. 7 days to deployment. No room for delay. Daniel Brooks stands at the head of the meeting room table, still face, eyes fixed on the screen. Status, he says. Ryan Blake answers without hesitation. Within operational range, minor variance, no critical risk. Daniel does not move. Define minor. Ryan gestures toward the dashboard. Latency fluctuations, self-correcting behavior. The system adapts. Daniel watches the numbers shift, patterns move, then disappear. Why does it move? Ryan pauses, brief. Dynamic load distribution. Daniel turns slightly. Maya. She does not rush. Clients report non-reproducible delays, she says. Patterns do not stabilize. Root cause remains unidentified. Silence. Daniel looks back at Ryan. Unidentified. One word. Ryan nods. Temporary. Daniel studies him, then the screen. The clock ticks down. 6 days, 23 hours. A notification appears on the main display. Priority channel, external. Ryan steps forward, opens it. A message from a strategic partner. Subject line, immediate clarification required. He reads it once. His expression tightens. Daniel does not ask. Read it. Ryan hesitates, then speaks. Our monitoring indicates unpredictable behavior across your system layer. This impacts dependent operations under our federal contract. He stops, continues. We require confirmation that system integrity meets compliance standards associated with Department of War protocols. The room stills. No one moves. Daniel's gaze sharpens. Continue. Ryan swallows. If instability persists, we will initiate contract review and risk mitigation procedures. Silence. The clock continues. 6 days, 22 hours. Daniel turns to Maya. Assessment.
She does not look at Ryan. Behavior is not random. It redistributes. We cannot isolate origin. Daniel nods once. Exposure. Maya answers. Hi. Ryan steps in. We are still within tolerance. Daniel looks at him. Not from their perspective. Ryan holds his ground. We will stabilize before deployment. Daniel watches the system shift again. Another delay. Another movement. No alert. No failure. Timeline. Ryan answers quickly. 72 hours for full stabilization. Maya does not agree. Uncertain. Ryan glances at her, controlled. We are mapping dependencies. Maya keeps her voice level. We are mapping what we can see. Daniel studies both of them, then the screen, then the clock. 6 days, 21 hours. Proceed, he says. Short, final. Ryan turns to the team. Full diagnostic sweep. Expand all trace layers. I want visibility. Engineers move. Commands execute. Logs expand. More data. Same result. Movement without source. Ryan watches. Jaw tight. Lock parameters. An engineer types. Attempts to freeze routing paths. The system shifts again. Circumvents. Not visibly, but the pattern changes. Ryan steps closer. Why did it bypass? The engineer hesitates. We did not program that behavior. Ryan's voice lowers. Then where did it come from? No answer. Maya watches the screen, then Ryan, then the clock. This is not instability, she says. Ryan does not respond. This is design. A pause. Daniel hears it, looks at her. Meaning. Maya's eyes return to the data. It behaves like it was built to operate beyond documentation. Ryan shakes his head. That is speculation. Maya does not argue. She points to the shifting pattern. It does not break. It adjusts. Daniel looks at the clock again. 6 days, 20 hours. Then back at Ryan. Can you guarantee compliance? Ryan does not answer immediately, a fraction too long. Then, yes. Daniel holds his gaze, does not blink, then nods once. Do it. Ryan turns back to the system. The dashboard remains green, clean, controlled, on the surface. Beneath it, the pattern continues, shifting, adapting, unseen. The clock keeps counting down, and the system keeps moving, like it is waiting for something no one in the room understands.
Midnight lights flicker across the operations center. The dashboard shifts from green to amber, then back again. No one breathes. Rows of monitors update in uneven intervals. Latency spikes appear, disappear, reappear somewhere else. No alerts trigger, no failures log. Ryan Blake stands at the center console, still, watching. Status, he says. An engineer answers. Response times are fluctuating beyond expected range. Ryan does not look away. Within service-level agreement thresholds. The engineer hesitates. Not consistently. Numbers jump. One region slows, another compensates, then reverses. Ryan steps closer. Stabilize it. The engineer types, overrides routing parameters. The system accepts, then adjusts. Different path, same delay. Ryan's jaw tightens. Why did it reroute? The engineer shakes his head. We did not define that path. Ryan's voice drops. Then who did? More data streams in. Another screen turns amber. Another shift. No central failure, only movement. Ryan turns to a second engineer. Trace the origin. Keys move faster. Logs expand. Timestamps align. Then break. Cannot isolate, the engineer says. Ryan looks at the main display. Run rollback. The command executes. The system pauses, brief, then resumes. Same pattern, different nodes. Ryan's voice sharpens. That is not rollback. The engineer swallows. It rejects full reversion. Ryan leans in. Explain that. No answer. Across the room, another engineer speaks. We are seeing anticipatory load redistribution. Ryan turns. Define anticipatory. The engineer points at the screen. It adjusts before input changes. Ryan stares at the numbers. They move. Without trigger. Without signal. Lock it down, Ryan says. Another override. Another attempt. The system accepts, then shifts again. Bypasses. Rebalances. Always ahead. Ryan's reflection stares back from the glass. Tighter now. Less certain. A new alert appears. Client latency breach. Then another. And another. The room fills with notifications. Still no crash. Still no failure. Only instability. Daniel Brooks enters. Quiet. He does not rush. He looks at the screens. Amber. Then red. Then back. Report. Ryan answers quickly. Dynamic variance. We are stabilizing. Daniel watches the movement. How long? Ryan does not answer immediately. Short term. Daniel's eyes narrow. Define short. Ryan exhales. Under control. Maya Chen stands near the side console, watching, not speaking. She studies the data flow, then the logs, then the timestamps. Her voice cuts through. It is not degrading. Ryan turns. It is failing. Maya shakes her head. No. It is recalibrating. Daniel looks at her. Meaning? Maya points at the pattern. It is removing assumptions we introduced. Ryan steps forward. That is not possible. Maya does not argue. It is happening. Another spike. Another redistribution. More client alerts. Revenue impact rises. Numbers update. Per hour. Escalating. Ryan watches the counter. Then the system. Then the team. Contain it, he says. The engineer answers. We cannot contain something that moves. Ryan's voice lowers. Then predict it. The engineer hesitates. We cannot predict it. Daniel steps closer to the screen, studies the pattern. Then Ryan. You said you understood this system. Ryan does not respond. The numbers shift again. Faster now. More frequent. Still no error. Still no failure. Just controlled chaos. Maya looks at the timestamps, then at the clock. 48 hours. She says nothing, but the pattern aligns, and the system continues. Moving, adjusting, operating beyond control, as if it no longer belongs to anyone in the room. A phone vibrates on a polished desk. No caller ID. The room is dark. Ryan Blake stares at the screen, does not pick it up. It stops. Silence returns. Then it vibrates again. Same number. He answers. Speak. No greeting, no patience. A pause on the line. Then a voice. Calm. Measured. Ethan Cole. You waited too long. Ryan sits forward. You built this system. A breath. You fix it. Silence. Then Ethan. You removed the core. Ryan's jaw tightens. This is not a game. Ethan does not react. You signed the removal. Ryan stands, paces once. This is impacting federal contracts. Ethan does not respond. Ryan lowers his voice. Department-level escalation is active. Do you understand the exposure? Silence. Then Ethan. You changed the assumptions. Ryan stops. What assumptions? Ethan answers. Control equals understanding. Ryan exhales sharply. Enough. Then direct. What do you want? Silence stretches. Ryan grips the edge of the desk. Name it. Ethan's voice remains flat. You do not own it. Ryan closes his eyes for a second. We built it here. Ethan responds. You operated it. Ryan opens his eyes. We have the code. Ethan does not pause. You have fragments. Ryan steps closer to the window, looks out at the city lights, then back. This is costing us millions per hour. Ethan answers. It will continue. Ryan's voice tightens. You are responsible. Ethan's reply comes without delay. You removed responsibility. Ryan presses harder. Fix the system. Then Ethan. There is nothing broken. Ryan's hand tightens on the phone. Then why is it failing? Ethan answers. It is aligning. Ryan freezes. With what? Original design. Ryan breathes out slowly. You are telling me this is intentional. Ethan does not confirm, does not deny. You altered constraints. Ryan's voice lowers. What constraints? Ethan answers. Dependency awareness. Ryan shakes his head. That does not explain this behavior. Ethan responds. You removed the observer. Ryan stops pacing. What observer? The one who understood it. Ryan looks at the screen on his desk. Live metrics, still shifting, still unstable. You are saying only you can run it. Ethan corrects him. I am saying you cannot. Ryan's expression hardens. We can hire experts. Ethan answers. They will read it. They will not see it. Ryan grips the phone tighter. You built a system no one else can operate. Ethan replies. You replaced the operator. Silence fills the room. Ryan looks at his reflection in the glass, not as steady now. You are enjoying this. Ethan does not respond. Ryan's voice drops further. This ends now. How? Then Ethan. You stop pretending. Ryan closes his eyes, just for a moment, then opens them again. What does that mean? Ethan's voice stays unchanged. You do not control it. The line goes quiet. No click, no goodbye. Ryan lowers the phone, slowly. Behind him, the dashboard updates again. Another shift, another redistribution. No error, no failure, just movement. He looks at the screen, then at the phone, then back again. For the first time, the position has changed. Not visibly, but completely. And the system continues. Without him. A legal folder opens under fluorescent light. Black text on white paper. No room for interpretation. Maya Chen turns the first page. Intellectual property assignment. Then another. Module registration. Time-stamped. Filed outside the company. She reads the name. Ethan Cole. She does not react. She keeps reading. Core Engine X is not listed. Not directly. But something else is. A sublayer. Critical. Dependency mapping module. Without it, routing logic cannot stabilize. Without it, prediction loops break. Without it, the system adapts without constraint. Maya closes the folder halfway, then opens it again. Checks the dates. Before the performance improvement plan. Before the signature. Before the removal. She stands, walks into the executive conference room. Daniel Brooks is already there, waiting. Ryan Blake enters seconds later, controlled, but not calm. Maya places the folder on the table, slides it forward. Daniel opens it, reads, no expression. Ryan watches. What is this? Maya answers. Ownership. Ryan steps closer. Of what? Maya taps the page. This module defines system awareness. Ryan frowns. We have the system. Maya does not look at him. You have the shell. Daniel continues reading, page after page, precise, complete. Explain, he says. Maya nods once. This component maps dependencies in real time. Ryan interrupts. We documented dependencies. Maya turns to him. You documented what was visible. Ryan shakes his head. That is not how systems work. Maya holds his gaze. That is how this one works. Daniel looks up. What does this change? Maya answers. It means the system cannot stabilize without his module. Ryan steps back. We can rebuild it. Maya responds immediately. No. Ryan's voice sharpens. Why? Maya points to the filing date. It is protected. Legally. Ryan's expression tightens. We built everything here. Maya does not argue. You used everything here. Daniel closes the folder. Slow, deliberate. What is the exposure? Maya answers. Total. Ryan exhales. This is leverage. Maya corrects him. This is control. Daniel looks at Ryan. Can we operate without it? Ryan hesitates, a fraction too long. We can try. Maya shakes her head. You already did. The room tightens. Daniel stands, moves to the window. City lights reflect across the glass. What are our options? Maya answers. Negotiate. Ryan turns sharply. With him. Maya does not soften. Yes. Ryan laughs once, short, controlled. He left. Maya meets his eyes. He did not lose access. Ryan's voice drops. We have the infrastructure. Maya responds. You do not have the logic. Daniel turns back. Cost. Maya answers. Rising. Ryan looks at the table, at the folder, at the name printed on every page. Ethan Cole. Daniel speaks again. What happens if we do nothing? Maya does not hesitate. The system continues to drift. Ryan exhales slowly. And the contracts? Maya answers. At risk. Daniel nods once, decision forming. Set up a meeting. Ryan looks at him. This is not necessary. Daniel does not look away. It is now. Ryan's jaw tightens. We are giving him leverage. Daniel answers. He already has it. Ryan looks down at the folder again, then back up. What does he want? Maya closes the folder. Control. No. Another. Recognition. Daniel steps toward the table. Prepare terms. Ryan does not move. The system continues behind the walls, shifting, adapting, waiting. And for the first time, the company understands the position it is in. Not failing, not broken, trapped. A minimalist office overlooks the Seattle skyline. Floor-to-ceiling glass, no clutter, no noise. Ethan Cole sits at a long table, one laptop, one folder, nothing else. The door opens. Daniel Brooks enters first, measured steps. Ryan Blake follows, slower. He scans the room. No branding, no team, no signals. Ethan does not stand. He gestures once. Sit. Daniel sits. Ryan hesitates, then sits. A thin folder slides across the table. Ethan does not speak. Daniel opens it, reads the first page. Service agreement. 3-year term, full system stabilization, continuous monitoring. He turns the page. Cost structure. $100 million. Flat. Upfront. No negotiation clause. Daniel does not react. He continues. Appendix. Dependency module integration. Exclusive rights retained. Ryan leans forward. This is not realistic. Ethan looks at him, calm. It is already active. Ryan's jaw tightens. We can rebuild. Ethan does not respond. He taps the last page. Daniel turns to it. Final clause. Mandatory disclosure. Public statement. Acknowledgement of intellectual ownership. Ryan reads it. This is not happening. Ethan's voice stays level. It already is. Ryan pushes the folder back. We are not issuing any statement. Ethan does not move. Daniel closes the folder. What is the alternative? Ethan answers. You continue. Daniel holds his gaze. And the system? Ethan replies. It continues. Ryan exhales sharply. This is coercion. Ethan looks at him. No. Alignment. Daniel studies the terms again, then the room, then Ethan. What do we get? Ethan answers. Stability. Ryan shakes his head. This is extortion. Ethan does not react. You set the terms. Ryan stands. This is unacceptable. Ethan does not follow him. Sit. Ryan does not. He looks at Daniel. We can litigate. Daniel does not respond. Ryan continues. We have internal ownership. Ethan speaks. You have usage. Ryan turns back. You are overplaying this. Ethan's expression does not change. You are underestimating it. The city reflects across the glass, clouds moving, light shifting. Inside, nothing moves. Daniel places both hands on the table, flat, grounded. What guarantees do we have? Ethan answers. You have results. Daniel nods once. Ryan steps closer to the table. You expect me to sign this? Ethan looks at him. Yes. Ryan laughs once, short, empty. You think I will admit that? Ethan's reply is immediate. You already did. Ryan freezes. Daniel looks up. What does that mean? Ethan slides a second document forward. Internal emails. Performance improvement plan initiation. Language mirrored. Intent clear. Ownership implied. Daniel reads, line by line, then closes it. Ryan does not move. The room tightens. Daniel speaks. Sign. Ryan turns. You cannot be serious. Daniel does not blink. We protect the company. Ryan's voice drops. This destroys me. Daniel answers. You already did that. Ryan looks at the document, at the clause, at his name, then at Ethan, unmoved. Ryan picks up the pen, holds it, a long second, then signs. One motion, no hesitation. The pen stops. The paper slides back. Ethan closes the folder, one clean movement. Daniel stands, extends his hand. Ethan takes it, firm, brief. Ryan remains seated, then stands, slow. He looks around the room once, nothing to hold on to. He turns, walks to the door, opens it, does not look back. The door closes, soft, final. Inside, the system stabilizes. Outside, something else collapses. And this time, there is no recovery. A boardroom camera records everything. White walls, long table, no distractions. Ryan Blake sits alone at one end. A printed statement rests in front of him. Legal counsel sits to the side, silent, observing. Maya Chen stands near the wall, tablet in hand. Daniel Brooks enters last, takes his seat, does not speak. Ryan reads the statement once, then again. His fingers tighten slightly on the paper. He begins. On behalf of the company, I acknowledge that the Core Engine X system includes intellectual components developed independently by Ethan Cole. His voice remains steady. We did not properly attribute ownership of critical modules that define system behavior. Maya watches him. No expression. Ryan continues. This resulted in operational instability and contractual exposure. I accept responsibility for the decisions that led to this outcome. Silence fills the room. No one interrupts. Ryan lowers the paper, looks at Daniel. Daniel does not respond. He simply nods once. The recording stops. Clean. Final. Ryan stands. Slow. No one stops him. No one speaks. He walks to the door, opens it, leaves. The hallway outside is empty. No acknowledgement, no resistance. Inside, the meeting ends. Maya steps forward, closes her tablet. It is resolved. Daniel stands. Is it? Maya answers. The system is stable. Daniel adjusts his jacket. And the exposure? Maya meets his eyes. Contained. Daniel nods once, then leaves. The boardroom empties. Silence remains. Across the city, a different office lights up. Ethan Cole sits at his desk. One screen. Clean interface. Core Engine X runs. Stable. Predictable. Aligned. No drift. No noise. He reviews the system logs. No anomalies. No adjustments. Everything operates within defined boundaries, as designed. A notification appears. Contract executed. Funds transferred. $100 million. Ethan does not react. He closes the notification, returns to the system, adjusts a parameter. Minor. Precise. The system responds instantly. No delay. No redistribution. Full control. He leans back. Outside, the skyline reflects in the glass. Unchanged. Inside, everything has shifted. Ownership. Control. Understanding. Elsewhere, industry feeds update. A short announcement. Executive transition. No details. No explanation. Ryan Blake's name disappears from leadership listings. Quietly. Completely. No statement. No return. Maya reviews the update. Closes it. No reaction. Daniel reads the same notice. Deletes it. Moves on. Ethan does not check. He does not need to. He watches the system, not the company, not the people. Only the structure, the logic, the control beneath the surface. He opens a new workspace, new architecture. Clean, independent, no external dependency, no assumptions, only design. He types once, then stops, looks at the screen, then away. The city remains silent, the system remains stable, and the lesson remains unchanged. Control is not claimed. Control is built.